And here we are doing a couple little things. Couple little things. Got my 262 here. Ran good the other day. Ran into something and something happened and it just anyway, things happen. So if you're just joining us and sorry about that. Oh shoot. Stupid. Here we go. I'm trying to bring you up on the other phone here. And then we end up with feedback, and then I fix it, and it's fine. Okay, so I'm trying to see chat live, which is what we're doing. It's much better than not live, because you can chat and interact. If you're watching this later, sorry for the boredom. Anyway, I got some goodies here, and so this was running good, and then it came to a screeching halt. It's like, oh, well, that's great. Why did it come to a screeching halt? Well, I don't have the oil cap in, so of course we're leaking. Not much oil left in it, just a little bit. Ignore that for now. So, yeah. As you can see, something was loose. These are actually my 3D printed chain catchers. As it sits, it isn't going to do anything. Oh, there goes $10. But I think it did what it was supposed to do and caught the chain. Somehow I think that had gotten loose. Why, but it did. So now we have a chain catcher on there. That's good. But the reason for the kablooey was this. This is a tensioner pawl that broke. So I now have to put a new pawl in. The easiest way to do this would be motorized. See anybody here? Who's here? Somebody else is here. So on the 262 here, I have the original rubber piece. I'd like to upgrade that. Maybe I'll do that today. Whoa. Don't tell me. That's bent. I wonder if I can straighten it out. Great. Shucks. I don't even know if I got another one of these. In fact, I doubt I do. With all the 262 stuff out of my dad's. Great. Fantastic. I don't think I brought. I don't know. Live with a bent one. So anyway, I don't know why the tip of the pawl broke off. I'm going to take a guess and say that it was probably tightened too tight first, and then the clutch cover was jammed on. That's probably what broke it. That's a guess. Ugh. Usually there's more people on. Whatever. Let's see if I can see anybody chatting up there. Live chat. No. Okay. Just checking. Got a couple of boxes here with goodies. Oh, I was smart. I was smart. How was I that smart? Somehow I bought a new tensioning screw. Every once in a while you get lucky. I'm just going to throw this one out. Goodbye. I do want also my E-clip trick here. I had this done the other night, and I don't remember what became of it. Right, I've got literally one E-clip left. And I think it's 5/32. So I need to order a whole pile of 5/32 E-clips. I think. Because I don't like the rubber O-ring this here. These things go bad. They just kind of get eaten up over time. So what you do is you take an E-clip that fits, make it just a little smaller. So these things are just something that goes click. There's not a lot of tension necessarily on the E-clip itself. Just prevents the tensioning screw from falling out, which is what you want. And the pawl happens to be right up on top, so that's good. Put the pawl in. Aha. The E-clip doesn't quite fit in there. Usually I just make a little slice. Arbor. Harbor Osborne, what's up? Just got done rebuilding a Johnson 625. 272 Frankensaw. I got a 272 Frankensaw coming up here. Just trying to decide whether I really want to modify this or not. Alright, not. I'll put this stupid rubber O-ring thing back in. I really don't like these, but... Now I'm kind of wondering, is this too short? Because ideally that end should indeed go in there. Maybe I got the wrong tensioning screw. That's interesting. Interesting. Yeah, for now it works, I suppose. For the heck of it, let's look for a 394 tensioning screw. Completely different thread, much bigger. There's this funny rubber bushing that goes here. I think. I think it's the same as the 394. Although, again, I don't remember. I have one here. Three people here. What's going on? Yeah, I'll bet that's the same. I will bet that's the same. Perfect. Don't know why I didn't have that there, but I didn't. So that's on. That's on. That looks like a 262 part. The intake blocks. And these seal collars too. I just don't know when these things are going to go out of style here, and I'm not going to be able to get more, so sometimes you just buy stuff, you know. The 288 throttle lever, brand new. Whenever I get it, you know. That's the choke for a 262. This is another issue here. Usually put that on there too. I seem to think that the last one that I had on there fell off. So this is double chain catched. Catched, caught, whatever. You get the idea. Oh yeah, that'll fit. I need some road lock tape because I don't want this coming off. The 272s, yes. The 262s, no. At least not yet. If I remember right, you should actually be able to screw this right in to the crankcase, but I think this crankcase was stripped out. Hence the need for a backing nut. Yeah. Sorry, I'm sore. Anyway, what else do I have here? 394 rubber bumpers. Those kind of constantly disappear from my collection. If and when I get the 288 and we get a high top, I got a high top filter for it. That's pretty cool. What else? Is that 272? Forget what I got that for. No, that is 288. That is 288. Another 288 pin, I think. Some kind. And spring. says spring throttle lock. I think they put the wrong part in there. Not the best sometimes, guys. .350 intake manifolds. You kind of need these with the metal clips. Kind of need these hanging around. That was it. And that was Jack's Small Engines. Now the thing about Jack Small Engines is, for the most part, they're pretty good on their prices. But they really don't have a whole lot of stuff in stock, so you have to wait most of the time to get stuff. E-replacement parts, however, will tell you, in real time what their stock is. So it's a little easier to figure out if you want to order from them or not. But they are a little more expensive. I think E-replacement parts tends to have a better stock of at least the stuff that I need than does Jack's. So it depends on how long you want to wait for it, .359 clip, which was over there. This is a 394. I forget what it's an air. Yeah, it's the seal. Those tend to go missing also. I like to save my baggies. Got another 350 brake handle. That's good. I gotta organize all those parts out of the shed. Oh, another Paul. That's good. From 262. Put that part down at the folks. .394 intake block, and these things are getting harder to get, I think. So I have to do extra to have on hand. Aha! Here's something I was waiting for. This is for the actually this is for a 346 XT, but this will help me put together my other 350. I can finalize that again. That I will definitely need today. 394 cable. Kill wire. I think that was it. Alright, while I'm over here looking, I want to see if there's any more Pauls in here. because that would be kind of interesting. If I find any more of these in my random parts bin. Random screws, whatever. I'm not seeing them, so whatever. Yeah. Okay, nothing too exciting. That's fine. Not in there. Alright, so those are the two goodie bags that I've got for the day. This is now tight. And basically this saw is now ready to rock again. Just need this cover, which is out in the shed. That's nice and tight. Those are tight. Nothing wrong with going over bolts just to, you know. Gotta fight to keep these things complete, you know? Drives me crazy to not have a complete saw. I really don't like this starter handle, but it does work. Let me see if I have another one. I don't feel like putting a D handle on this saw because I got one of those out here. What do you know? Attila, welcome. You know, I think I like this handle better. Really do. Sitting here thinking. If I remember right, this might actually be kind of too short. That's a pretty good starter rope. So I'll just do this. Just working on some randomness today. You know how I like my randomness. Take my hemostats, clamp it. Never liked that starter handle. This is actually the 445 Rancher style handle, which I like much better. It just feels better, you know. Doesn't fit quite as square in there, though. Let's see. Do I have another one? Do I have one of the square ones? Something else to put on the order list, you know. Right. Yeah, something else to stick on the order list. Whatever. But this feels better than the other one. So I can throw that in that box for now. Okay. So that's pretty much ready to rock now. Just gotta throw that bar and chain on it. Okay, next things. 272. So this one is definitely a Frankensaw. And I like this saw a lot, actually. But what I don't like is the aftermarket starter. I just don't like it. It works, but I don't like it. I don't trust it. I don't like it. So, thing is, like, this saw literally came from like 15 different saws and just a pile of parts, aftermarket, OEM, just to see, you know, what threw together and what came out. It actually has it's an OEM head. It might be a Meteor piston, but I don't remember. Don't lose starter cover screws, because that's bad. Those are expensive. So does it work? Oh yeah. But I don't like it. Here is an OEM starter. And I think we're going to be taking this one apart, because this came off of a concrete saw. But this is an OEM starter. I think it's a more robust piece, even though it's old. And I definitely want to change out this. So, let's do that. Now, the OEM starter cords are quite robust, but this certainly looks like it's like 30 years old, so I'm not going to trust it. Down for the moment. Wobbly. Five people here. Who's here? Who's watching? This is really nothing exciting today. I think that's going to be a bit short. Juman? Welcome. What's the symbol? Oh, cheers. Yeah. Cheers. Indeed. Just an afternoon. Doing a little picky stuff, you know. I think I'm just going to figure out the length of my own. Is the 52 millimeter piston stock on the 272 or big bore? 272 is 52 millimeter stock. The 50 millimeter, I believe, is 268. It looks to me like this spring is pretty shot. So what I might actually have to do is steal parts here off of the aftermarket one. That's kind of crappy, huh? Okay. Really what I need to do is, let me see if I can do it. Because if I can do it, great. If I can't, if this whole thing comes unwound on me, then that's that, you know? But really, this part needs to be bent over. A little better. Or a little less, or whatever, what have you. Because right now, it's really kind of tweaked inward. If I can do it, I can do it. If I can't, the whole thing comes unwound on me. I'll just change out the spring. If it doesn't come unwound, I'll pack the whole thing with WD-40 and grease and pray. You know? Might work. Might not. that. Whee! Well, actually, here. Let's use this as an opportunity. Yeah, that might be a little bit better. Get the heck rid of this. And this, there we go. I've given a 7.2 52mm kit was given to supporting to it will John's red case once my seals bearings are other port. Yeah, don't forget to change out the that O-ring there on the on the oiler. There's the seals, but there's also that darn O-ring. Don't forget to change that out. Very important, and it's a proprietary O-ring. So, there's a number of ways to do this. I've never tried this way. But I've tried it other ways, and the other ways take me an enormous amount of time. So far with this way, one particular trouble is a little bit of a tangle that happens inside here. Aha, hang on. close. But there's certainly a little bit of a tangle going on. I wonder if I can just undo the tangle with tightness. There's two springs that are superimposed there. Hey, Larry. I'm just playing with a stupid spring here. Here's where the hemostats come in handy. Oh. No. Worse. The main spring has gotten under the others. That is the problem. Or the main. Yay. There's a tangle. Let's see if I'm just trying to see. I've done springs one way before. And it may be there are other ways. I think once I get these things kind of superimposed, it'll be fine. But I don't know. Or transposed, or whatever you want to call it. Hands are tired. Yeah, the rubber O-ring on the oil pump, it's about this big around. On the 272. Hey, Leonard. Sunday in New Zealand. Little rain. 8:52 in bed. Welcome, Leonard. I'm just hanging out working on this is just a 272 starter cover with a spring that just went kablooey on me. And I was trying a different way of fixing it. there. It just doesn't want to be straight. It just keeps wanting to sit in a different way. Is that sufficiently annoying or what? Yeah, I think 272 has the same oiling bushing or whatever you want to call it as the 281 or 288. Same idea. See, it's like it. Hey, Craig. Thinking, would it be better to make room for it I'm gonna work this around from, theoretically, from the outside in. But I'm going the wrong way. So there's just one loop here that I've got to work from the outside in, essentially. Round and round and round and round. It should resolve itself. Yep. Yep. I think this is going to work. Don't ask me what I'm doing. You know, got no idea. This isn't wanting to pull out over here. Give me space. If it doesn't want to pull out on the back side, you have to encourage it. I think it's the rustiness of it that doesn't really want to let go, you know. But you can't let the whole loop come out. If the whole loop comes out, start over. I'm learning, guys. We're learning. It's a spring. Unfortunately, a bigger hammer does not fix it. I would love a bigger hammer fix the spring. It does not. I mean, I like bigger hammers in general, but it definitely feels like this is going to work its way all the way around. It's just taking its silly sweet time. Yep, so let's take my time here. There. Yeah, if the loop comes all the way out, you're up a creek. Okay, hang on. Don't lose my favorite screwdriver. In a couple of rounds here, this is going to get easier by quite a bit, I think, and go much faster. So there's a single loop here in the middle, and I'm just walking it around. There's a single aberrant loop, I'll say. For whatever reason, on one side of the loop, it gets stuck. I'm going to relieve it with the screwdriver. Did that aberrant loop go in? Nope, not yet. It's like it's almost there. It's like it's not popping up on the other side now, which is weird. There it goes. Now we get to the center. At least in theory, it should get easier. But for whatever reason, some dumb loop here. Let's look for this. No, don't do that. There's a twist. And here's where I can put your hemostats down if you want. At least hold it. My hemostats are not big enough. Come on, damn it. Literally down to the last straw here. Almost there. There. Ah! Ah! I don't know where my paper towels went. There's actually no way to do this with gloves. I can't imagine. It's not sharp, it's just rusty. See, Nikki's here, Craig's here, Arbor's here. Cool. 7 people here. So, all right, so we've got this starter cover, and of course, the 2 tiny little screws that go in here. What are the odds that I actually find them after all that? Oh well. And that certainly needs plenty of grease. I'm going to just grease the heck out of this. See, there's an awful lot of slop on that. Do it. Don't do it. I got a Coke can. Hang on a second. I might as well treat myself anyway. Here we go. Okay. While I'm drinking that, get rid of my E-clip assortments because I don't need them right now. And I will need to get more of that, obviously. Okay. Find those screws. Oh, they are here. Awesome. I think that goes that way. Peter, what's up? And speaking about aftermarket cylinder heads, to Craig's point, probably a more accurate statement might be if you are getting an aftermarket head, I don't think anybody should expect to be able to run aftermarket heads out of the box. So that would probably be a more accurate statement. Would that make sense? Whew, okay. 8 people here. Two new emails. Who's emailing me? Back here. See you guys. Have more parts coming, Craig? More parts for your 576? How do I not have more? Nothing like a Coke can shim. I've never tried this before, so I have no idea if this is going to work or not, but I bet it will. That's the problem I had in the first place. Somebody messed this up. Ah, there it goes. The Coke can shim is down. Still play there. Things flying all over the place today. Okay. $98, $262, $983, $372. Blast Fuel has $262 all the time. 10 to 14 chords a year. That's pretty good. Hey, Ken. Peter, the statement, what should I do to keep them going longer, is basically begs the question of what is the point of failure? And for me, I just tend to try to be ready to do rebuilds, Going longer, are you just in trying to extend the duration between rebuilds? Is that the idea? I don't know exactly what you're going for there. I'm going to gamble on this. So let's put this. I know Ken's going to tell me, don't forget to burn the ends. I really was not at all expecting this to be this involved today. But whatever. goes. Today was tractors, mowers, blowers, beer seals, and cheap insurance. Yep. Joke about the ex-tractor fan? Let's hear it, Nikki. This is usually the part where I've, like obviously forgotten something. Ken, I think he's going to leave us hanging. WD-40 and grease, yeah. So it should be good, right? Volvo runs. I ran it like 150 miles yesterday, something like that. Seems to do good. I got a leak though, whatever. I have a check engine light that says it's an evaporative leak, very small leak, and I can smell gas. So something's leaking somewhere. I may go out there right after this and look around, poke around. You know. So there's that. That's preventing me from registering it. Wife's hubby constant earache about how running your tractor. Meets talking on phone with friends till he quits. She wins. Sometime later, restaurant where there was a Nikki is going to leave us hanging. That's not right, Nikki. Should I take the 275K sticker off there? Jumps up to fire and inhales the smoke. Clutches fire, gets applause. I'm an ex-tractor fan. That's bad. That's bad. Oh man, it's too dry. Need a drink here. That's really bad. Killing me, Nikki. Just for that, you have to buy one of my 394s. Before Larry gets it. All right, well, this makes me feel better about this saw. I haven't run this thing in a while, and I do want to run it. This is a fun saw to run. This is a very nice saw, and yeah, very nice. Looks like hell, but very nice. Tailor it to yourself. No, it's just a dry joke, Nikki. The joke itself is dry. It's corny and it's dry, and yeah, that's just the way it is. It's not the lines; it's the delivery. You know, Burns and Allen. Burns. He. Believe me, that would be a hard joke to deliver without it being dry. All right, what else do we need to do? The 350. My 350, my saw number 5, quote unquote, had for a while. Needs to be put back together. Can you guys hang out? You want to hang out while I go get the saw? Bring it in here. Because I can go run out to the shed and put that 262 away, put the 272 away, get that last 350 and put it back together. That'd probably be a good thing to do. Talk to yours here a lot. I'm sorry, Nikki. I know you guys aren't going anywhere. All right, I'm going to run out to the shed real quick, dump a couple of saws, and get the 350. I'll be right there. All right, here's that 350 and the parts to it. I think I actually want to put the muffler on first, but I got to modify this before we do that. Yeah, Ken, it is the day to sleep, isn't it? It really feels like the day to sleep, you know? I gotta cut this leg off. We don't have a leg up. Okay. That ain't gonna do. Close enough. Okay. That's modified. Now I gotta work on this. I need my gloves. Family friendly, Ken. So I did actually talk to James today. He sounds pretty chipper. He's excited about that 350, that's for sure. I'm sure Ken's not too excited about that 350, but that's too bad. Two Stroke, welcome. That 350 is a pretty kicking saw. Not a whole lot different from the other ones that I have, but it runs pretty good. I'll say that. Thing with modifying these mufflers, open them up, you really need like the ball end on your Dremel. Fogged his way. Babe Ruth said it's not bragging if you can do it, How's Dan doing on donations? I don't know. I don't know. I was actually the first to donate. Mostly because I was pretty adamant, like, last year wasn't cool, I'm definitely not cool with how much money Dan got stuck with paying. I donated, and I told him, Dan, if you're listening, I told him to stick out a donation jar, and it didn't happen. And yeah, he ended up getting stuck with quite a bill because a lot of people didn't contribute. So You know, there's a lot of different ways you can do it, and there's a lot of different things that can be said, but I'm of the opinion that if you're a guest, you don't have to pay. But if you're like one of the 20 regular guys that shows up, you know, put some money in the pot. Makes sense, right? Not placing a bet till I see Ken saw run. You know, here's the thing, and it's not a matter of Ken could show up and Ken could win. It's possible. It's not outside the range of possible for that to happen. I would say, especially if he happens to have an OEM cylinder on that thing. So who knows? You just never know. I've been to get-togethers with my saws that I thought were good and they weren't. You think something's hot and it's not. You know, that type of stuff happens. So I'm definitely confident that saw is pretty good. So it's unlikely that Ken is going to beat me, but who knows? Who knows? Don't you love when you find something you've been missing for months? Found a tag hanging in the bush along my driveway. If you're going to eat food, yeah, again, you know, Ken, I would not burden with guests. If you're a guest to the party, don't burden them with a fee, you know. My opinion, but I think the regulars definitely need to contribute and cover that. So what I'll do is I'll go and open this up a little bit. Just kind of bend it so I can kind of get in there. Then you go in and start hammering. You know? opens up. I've got new chucks coming. Later, Craig. Okay, so you open it up a little under there. Well, some people open the whole thing up. I don't quite go that far, but when I open up under the screen, I prefer to keep the hole under the deflector. You know, you could put another deflector on here and do all kinds of other crazy stuff. I just leave it as stock looking as possible. And then what I want to do, open this up just a little bit. There's a lip on here. Just take out the lip. Wash that out. Okay. So one thing you can do here too, if you're scared about shavings, which you should be, take your screwdriver that's magnetic, and you go in here and pull some shavings out. Looks like Mweeba has a new upload. What's it doing? Mitch has always been nice to me. Seems like a really good guy. I don't know him that well, but he's always been very kind. Oh, he's got a 572? Oh, sweet. So the screwdriver is magnetic. Pulls shavings out, you know? That should do. Okay. So now, some dumb reason this thing broke, so. Junk. And then the heat shield goes right up against the head. Yeah, that head looks nice. Cylinder, the piston looks nice inside there. So, a little red Loctite here. I forgot my spark screen. Hang on. Spark screen. That, of course, that really aggravates people when you win races with that, too. Now this support here does get supported by a dog bolt. You gotta loosen the dog. Doesn't need to your dog bolt goes to your top dog bolt goes on there. Nice and easy. I don't snug it up until everything's kind of ready to be snugged. You know? Right. Is this the get-together saw? No. This is my saw number 5, which has been a get-together saw. Don't worry, this saw will kick plenty of butt too. Why is that not snugging up? It snugs, sort of. Tight. Don't worry, Ken, this is a contender also, but this is, I think, if I remember right, this is the original highway piston that I bought, or highway cylinder head. I bought this really early on, years ago, from someplace in Canada. I don't think it was, and it wasn't HL Supply. It was before I was dealing with HL Supply. And yeah. And this head is actually different a little bit than the ones they've been selling. So, and the other heads that I got were prototypes even beyond the ones they were selling with HL Supply. So, you know, lots of differences with this aftermarket stuff. This is a fun saw to run. I think I got the HDA 199 carburetor on this, but I do not have the 359 intake air horn setup. This is still a 350 setup. How much does it lose? Who knows? This is a pretty fun saw to run, for sure. What I don't have right now for this is a clutch cover. So I'm going to get a clutch cover next time I order from HL Supply. Yep, they want lots of money for saws. They do. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna get a clutch cover for this. I robbed the clutch cover for another saw, and then I robbed that saw for James's prototype 350. So So yeah, I'll get a clutch cover for this one of these days. You know what I didn't check? 372. It's gotta have a decomp. I gotta put that anyway. Okay, whatever. So I think this saw is just fine, but I need a clutch cover. So at least that's back together. So now I've got my saw projects done for the day. Now it's just a matter of cleaning up and organizing the rest of this junk. James made it. James, hello. How you feeling? I've got my saw projects done for the day, I think. Higher than a kite. Nikki, I don't know. You know, I tend to think mine are pretty good, but you know there are probably plenty of saws out there that are faster, so that's fine. But on the 350s, I think it really you get into the laws of diminishing returns after a little while. You know, you might find one that's 10% faster, but it might be difficult to get one that's 50% faster than mine. You know. Yeah, best way to listen to me. Hi. Good. All right. Next time I order from HL Supply, I got all kinds of stuff. Yikes. All right, what do I got to do now? Updates and things, infomercial stuff. I still have the 394s for sale, of course. What else do I have here? I have good stock on the tools now, like good stock. I've got at least 10 kits in stock, which is awesome. I just went and purchased a whole pile of more stuff from Tractor Supply. So we have nuts and bolts and washers and all that jazz. So we're good on that. I went to my folks and machined all kinds of sleeves. So there's all kinds of sleeves. And no, that's not the original set of calipers, in case Ken's wondering. I've got one other bit of goodies here, which I forgot about. Carburetor kits, K24s. So this is for HDA 199s, I think. I put those in my carburetor stuff. Good rule of thumb when ordering parts, always order two. Okay. What else? If you were a cat, how many lives you used? I bet that bet that James fellow's used a bunch of them. Well, James, I did get your text. What else? Jay Chavez. Well, Edwin's here. Great. Jay, what's the name of the brand of bit that you part with, and where can I order one? I get like these generic sets on eBay. And you just search for carbide bit, and I think that these are 3mm shank. The ones that are in the Marathon handpiece are 2.35mm, and these are I was gonna say something's off. .89. These are 3mm shank. Yeah. So does that help? Yeah. Okay. Good. So you can just order them on eBay. They come in assortments. I really wish they didn't come in assortments. I wish that I could order them individually, but I don't know great places to do that. So those are pretty inexpensive. Should be between 12 and 20 bucks for a set shipped. What else have I got going? For now, that's it. Just some cleanup to do around here. Of course, it takes me forever. Yeah, so that's about all the excitement for the day. Gotta order some more of these E-clips. That would be good. Who else is sending me emails? Who's sending me emails? Okay, nobody. Sorry. Yeah. So you know, it's fairly warm outside. Well, it's not warm. It's chilly, but the sun's nice. But the sun's gonna go down pretty quick. So I was thinking, should I go out and work on the Volvo? Probably not. I'll go out tomorrow to do it. Tomorrow's gonna be much nicer. Much nicer day. Anybody have a good trick for finding an evaporative leak on my Volvo? Probably just need to put it up in blocks and go up underneath it and look at it. There's a few places where gasoline might be leaking from. Yeah, it's got an evaporative leak. Look up Volvo S60 and a P0456. It actually says under the code like evaporative leak, and in the code it says in parentheses very small leak. Diana Blacklight in the gasoline. In gasoline, really? Ken, you take care, okay? Yeah, I don't. I've never heard of dye in gasoline. I mean, if you could, that'd be probably pretty good. But yeah, the evaporative canister might be full. It's possible. Theoretically, it's a vapor leak. That's the issue. So I can find it with a match, I'm sure, but that's a bad idea, right? Run, Ken. I'm gonna run too. Thanks everybody. Jay, Nikki, James, Ken. Who else has been here? Everybody's here. I don't know if Larry's still around. Everybody, Craig's still around. Shout out to everybody. James, you take care per usual. Yeah, no match. I'm gonna go. I'll talk to you guys later. I don't know if I'm gonna be on later. Probably not. I've done what I came to do today. If there's something interesting on the Volvo, I'll let you guys know. Thanks and have a great day. Okay, be safe, guys.